Um, I don't even know where to start. My name is Joshua. It's the only real name I sort of live by now. Yeah, this is kind of hard to do, but I wanted to talk about me and my life and what's happened and everything I've been through, and I don't want to discredit anyone else's stories, but we all have one, and this is my one. I'm a Pisces. I was born on the 11th of the 3rd, 1983. My father is a pretty much full blown Mary, which I only found out. We all sort of only found out not long ago that Nan from Dad's side was actually South African, so it traces back all the way back to the motherland, South Africa. It was weird. Anyway, yeah, so Mary, South African. Mum's background is Scottish Irish. So there's a bit of a mix there. Feisty one. I know that. When I was 11 years old, my mother killed herself, and that's probably it was the most defining turning point in my life. Yeah, it was almost surreal, like it wasn't happening, but it was. That in turn led me to move to Australia with Bishop. Just to paint a picture, sort of, I guess. Don't want any sympathy for this, but I just need to let everyone know sort of my upbringing. Only child. Dad left when I was young. I'm still hazy on all this, the logistics and dots in the I's about this, but I know I was supposed to move to Australia with Dad. Mum didn't want to. Long story short, come back to New Zealand, and I think Mum sort of just didn't contact Dad. I think it was her way of saying no, she didn't want to move to Australia. Yeah, so I sort of remember Dad used to come back every now and then I would travel over to Australia for a little while and it was really weird. I don't know how long it was a couple of months or a month or something. I'd come over and I'd do schooling here in Australia, and in Moranbah. That was cool. So I had friends in Australia and New Zealand. Yeah. So that was early childhood. Mum liked to party a lot, so I remember growing up really young, and Mum just I was always with. I'd always stay at my grandmother's, which was Mum's mum, or it'd be with Mary or Rachel or Veronica, which is mum's sort of adopted family. I remember walking in on mum, having sex, performing oral sex, yeah, drugs, a lot. I was privy to all of it. So I had to grow up. Pretty quick. Not by choice. So I was privy to a lot of stuff about children. I can't even remember how old I was. 7, 8. One of my kids' ages. So I've seen a lot, and I was also subject to a lot, which I haven't really spoken about. But yeah, I was, I don't know how to play this down so it doesn't sound, I guess it's not, you can't really. People that mum left me in care with, used to have me do, perform things, and I already knew what that stuff was because I'd seen it. So I used to hold mum accountable for everything that happened to me, and then just bail on me was kind of hard to even just fathom what had happened or what was going on. I was just like this lost little kid that was moving to a whole new country with a father I didn't really know. So my whole fucking world flipped upside down. So I don't even know I don't even know the date of mum's death, or when I moved to Australia, it was I blocked that whole other half of my life out. I wanted to forget. I wanted to forget it all. And that was probably the first time I've felt like really, really alone. What's that? 11 years old. And I felt like I had no one. The only person that I ever knew literally checked out. So I used to live with my life was fucked. My life was fucked. It was fucking rough. It was tough. So anyone, any of my family that 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 used to, like, I always felt singled out. You know how there's a black sheep of the family. There's a reason why they're the black sheep. It's because they go through some fucked up shit, and then everyone in the family wants to judge them for it. Judge them for things they struggle with in life because of it. I'm now understanding that we come here to learn these fucked up things we put ourselves through. The harder the lesson, the stronger the soldier. And there's going to be people out there that go, oh, this poor guy. And there's going to be people that go, oh, you know what, fuck, that's nothing. And I don't want to put myself in any of those. Like, I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not in a competition of who's more fucked up because of this and this. Nah, I'm all about realizing that we're all a little bit fucked up, and it's no one's right to judge anyone else for what they're going through. Yes, help. Yes, offer advice, but never give judgment, and never not be real. Be truthful. Be honest. To tell the truth. Like, that's what I don't get. So I moved to Australia. Mum passed away. So I constantly felt like I was never wanted. I was a reject. I'd always wanted love, and I struggled with my weight from a young age up until early teens, and it was it's a security blanket. And I noticed once I started aligning my life a bit better, I found an amazing girl who I was in partnership, and she was a good egg. She's a good egg. She's a good mother. She's an amazing partner, and she's a beautiful person. That's why she is the mother of my 4 kids. Yeah. It's funny. Me and Dad both knew that when we met her, when I'd met her, that I knew she was going to be the mother of my children. I just knew it. It's like she was chosen for me. Thanks, Mum, for guiding me to her. But met her on the Gold Coast when I turned 21, just before we started seeing each other. Went on a few dates. It's funny, this girl, it's weird. Pisces, I don't know if it's probably, but we have a tendency to fall in love pretty quickly and pretty easily, because we're fueled by our emotions. But I met her at the pub. I was shucking oysters, banana. 19, 20 would have been, yeah. Holy fuck, it's going back 17 years, lifetime. So I met Sarah at the pub. And fuck, I'm smooth. just realised how smooth I actually am when I want to be. Got her number. It didn't call her for a while, and it was no reason to it. It was just, I had heaps of stuff on life, selfing. But she texted me one day. It was like, lucky I'm not holding my breath. I remember that clear as day. Lucky I'm not holding my breath. And Tracy Ashby, God bless her soul, rest in peace. She just passed away from cancer. You know what? Fuck cancer. Fuck cancer. And everyone that withholds the fucking cure for it. But she'd just passed away, and we're going through all that. So she was a really close family friend. So yeah, there was stuff going on, but I remember texting her back saying, alright. She was just so apologetic. She was, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, she felt stupid. And I was, I was fine. I was alright. That gave me an indication of what sort of person she was, Solid. Yes. So that's how I met the mother of my 4 boys at the pub after shucking oysters. Drunk. Forced her to put her number in my phone. Yeah, that's how charming I am. Worked. Got me in. Yes.